Welcome back to Part-Time Cruisers. Today we're here to introduce you to the first ship by Virgin Voyages, the Scarlet Lady. So, the Scarlet Lady is a 16-deck ship with 4 and above being for cruisers. It has about 1,400 plus cabins and can fit about 2,770-ish cruisers. The internet aboard the Scarlet Lady is really good. And there's 2 big quirks about the Scarlet Lady that we thoroughly enjoy. The first being is an adult-only cruise ship. And the second one being the pricing is very inclusive. You'll find that after you've paid everything before you get on the ship, the only things that you'll be buying on the ship are going to be alcohol. Each restaurant usually has 1, maybe 2 surcharged or extra items, if you will, like the Wake has the cowboy steak and the seafood boil, and Gunbae has the Wagyu beef. I've been all over Facebook, and a lot of people have compared navigating the Scarlet Lady to trying to get through IKEA. We're here to dispel some of that notion and go over sort of how to get around the ship.
So the first thing that you'll notice before you actually get on board is that your room number has A or Z next to it. There are actually 2 rooms with the same number. A is going to be on port side, the left side of the ship, and Z is going to be on starboard side, the right side of the ship. As you enter into the Scarlet Lady, you'll see that you are actually going to be midship. If you're confused about where you are on the ship, you can always go back to the colors of the stairways or the elevators. The purple is forward on the ship, the red is midship, and the blue is aft. One thing that I want to talk about before we get started on the different decks is that the bathrooms are not necessarily right next to each other. So in the middle parts of the ship, you have bathrooms that are symmetrical to each other, but you'll have to go through the mid part of the ship to the other side of the ship where another dining room might be in order to find your gender. On the upper decks, most of the bathrooms are all gender, so you don't have to go and find a bathroom the way you do on decks 5, 6, and 7.
So there are 6 floors on the Scarlet Lady you're going to want to familiarize yourself with. 5, 6, 7, 15, 16, and 17. You'll find that on deck 5, you have some food options, customer service. On 6 is where you're going to find some more food and shopping. 7 is sort of the main floor where you're going to find some shopping, some food, access to some of the entertainment rooms. And then your upper decks, 15, 16, and 17 are where you're going to find your outdoor activities, relaxation, some restaurants, Richard's Rooftop, and the Runway.
We're going to start on deck 5. On deck 5, you'll find the Redemption Spa, right when you come out of the midship elevators. If you're going to deck 5, those are the elevators that we recommend you take. If you go through towards the aft of the ship, you'll find Razzle Dazzle. Kind of matches what I'm wearing, actually. Razzle Dazzle is the vegetarian forward restaurant. They do have some for meat eaters there as well. If you go to the aft part of the ship, on the starboard side, you will see Sailor Services. That is actually where you can pick up a paper copy of the events, the happenings that are around the ship. And then if you go through Sailor Services, you can get to Pink Agave, which is the Mexican restaurant.
The 6th floor is where you're going to find access to most of the entertainment, as well as shopping, food, and of course the casino. At the Red Room, this is one of the main entertainment venues where you'll find the Untitled Dance Show, Dual Reality, and they set up some Instagram locations during Scarlet Night. Leaving the Red Room area, you'll enter the casino. Coming from that side, you'll see the cage on your left where you can talk to the cashier. Right next to the cashier or the cage, you'll find a door that will take you to the smoking room. And this is where you can go if you're a smoker who wants access to the casino. You are allowed to smoke in there, and I've heard rumors that the odds are a little bit better in there, but that has not been confirmed. Inside of the casino, you'll find the doorways that give you access to the Manor, and one of the more popular spots we've all seen them, the Instagram shots on board. There are other entrances to the Manor, but they're usually closed off. So if you need to get to the Manor, expect to go through the casino. Leaving the casino brings you to the shopping area and the Roundabout. In the shopping area, you can find makeup, you can get tattoos, you can get shoes, clothing, various Virgin Voyage merchandise, perfumes. All of those can be located in this area, as well as one of my favorite bars on board, On the Rocks. Once you get to the rear of Deck 6, you're going to come across Extra Virgin, the Italian restaurant on board. Make sure to try the gnocchi. And on the other side, you'll find the Test Kitchen, which is a restaurant based around experimental food types.
On Deck 7, you'll find the Groupie, which is the private karaoke rooms. There's a $10 additional charge for that. You'll find the access to the top part of the Red Room, and then that will lead you into SIP, the Champagne Lounge. In the mid part of the ship is the Roundabout. You'll find the Draft House there, as well as the record store, the Get Lost, which is where you can book your next Virgin Voyage cruise, as well as there's kind of like a help desk there that occasionally there are people there that can help you with tech support or reservations. Also in the Roundabout is the Lick Me Till ice cream shop with various ice cream flavors and ice cream cone flavors. And if you go into that ice cream area, you can access the pizza place, moving in through the Lick Me Till ice cream, and get your pizza up until 1 a.m. Moving from the Roundabout, you can hit the Grounds Club where you can get your coffee. Remember that these are additional charges. Then you'll go into the Social Club area. This is where there are some sweet treats, a few snacks. They do have limited hours, so be sure to check that out. If you go through the Social Club, you have access to the Loose Cannon, which has the octopus shots, as well as the free arcade. The aft part of the ship, you will find the dock house and the dock. This is where you can get small plates, as well as an indoor area to sit and relax. This is also where you will actually access the wake. You can access the wake also on the 6th floor by the aft elevators only.
This brings us to the upper decks. So starting with Deck 15, the front of the ship, we primarily can break this into two areas. We have a wellness area and a food area. There's the mani-pedi spa, the tune-up. There's the Aquatic Club where you'll find one of the small pools, as well as some workout equipment. There's the Gym and Tonic bar. And there's also the B complex where you can find bikes and some workout equipment. That brings us to the Galley. Now, Virgin Voyages does not have a true buffet, but this takes the place of the buffet, where it's more like a food court with, at least for right now, servers bringing you the food. And if you keep moving to the rear of the ship through the Galley, you'll come across Gunbae, the Korean restaurant on board where you get to grill your own food and vegetables right in front of you with some friends that you brought on board or some friends you've met on board.
On Deck 16, you'll find Richard's Rooftop. This is the VIP access for all those with the Rockstar Suite. They also serve champagne there. I think it's from 5 to 7, so you might want to go there if you are a rock star. For right outside Richard's Rooftop is the Sun Club Cafe. This is where you can get some poke bowls, as well as outside of Richard's Rooftop on the other side, there is the smoking area on the top deck. This is where you'll also be able to kind of watch those people who are down in the pool area. You might want to catch some of the onboard shows from this deck, deck 16, looking down, as well as catching those rays of sun. Midship, you will find the boxing ring as well as what they call the training camp. This is where some of the group exercises like bungee are done. You'll also, on the other side of the ship, find all of the cabanas for renting. On the aft part of deck 16, you'll find the basketball court as well as one of my favorite places, the adult playground that has swings and the seesaw area. In the aft part of the ship, you'll find another Instagrammable spot near the athletic club bar, which is the net.
The final deck to know is deck 17. Deck 17 really only has two areas. It has the runway, so after you've had one of those tasty meals, good idea to go ahead and just do a couple laps on the runway, just walking them, maybe with a drink in your hand, to just stay to one side. There's also a toptional place called the Perch. And yes, I said toptional. There's been some debate going back and forth in the community. Virgin Voyages has officially responded, and it's definitely a toptional location. So if you see someone without a top, don't give them dirty stares. Let them enjoy themselves. Well, we hope you enjoyed the first of our series on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. If you did, please make sure to like. And if you like this content, please subscribe and leave comments below such that we know what you guys do and don't like. Thank you.